At 5:30.
Well, LSU President Dr. William Tate is on his way back to Baton Rouge tonight after a visit to the White House. Tate sat down with President Joe Biden to talk about how the university is dealing with COVID-19.
And this comes after President Biden mandated the vaccine for businesses with over 100 employees. Political reporter Shannon Hecht brings us the details of what was discussed. Hey there, Shannon.
Hey guys, President Tate was joined by representatives from other major industries around the country. He was the only person from higher education, and with LSU's health protocols for sporting events and the testing of wastewater on campus, it caught the COVID task force attention. President Tate touted that 81% of the on-campus student body is vaccinated. The COVID task force wanted to learn how the different requirements by the university help with the vaccination rate.
Vaccination rate at Louisiana State University went from 63 to 81% of the students vaccinated in weeks. And it's about beating this virus, and it's about saving lives.
LSU was one of the first universities to require proof of vaccination or a negative test to enter the football stadium, which President Biden wanted to know more about.
I think that's the positive part that he wanted to highlight and wanted to better understand how that might work at other institutions of higher education that don't have similar requirements.
He also shared how the university is tracking COVID outbreaks in on-campus housing through wastewater testing. This has been a way for vaccinated and unvaccinated people to know if they need to be tested. Last week was the first Tiger home game, and there have been reports of relaxed gates not checking for proof of vaccination. President Tate says there are talks on how to best fix that.
There will always be situations where individuals are able to avoid the mandate. It's just axiomatic. But I do believe that there are a few things we can do to tighten that up, one of which is probably a stronger pre-registration process.
He was joined by representatives from Disney, Microsoft, a children's hospital, and more to discuss their different mandates and vaccination rates. There are still 400 students who still need to submit their entry requirements or face being kicked out of school, but President Tate stated that he expects that number to be lower now, and it won't be enough people to warrant a story. Back to you.
All right.